A strange phenomenon occurred every year in the small town of Northfield. The town was surrounded by dense forests and mountains, and there was always a lot of fog. There were many rumors about this fog, which the locals talked about a lot. They used to say that this fog was the result of a paranormal event that happened thousands of years ago. But a few years ago, when the fog started getting thicker, the town and its residents were directly affected by this mysterious force. There was a group in Northfield, which consisted of people from different walks of life: Elizabeth, a well-known journalist; Brad, a scientist; Amy, a paranormal expert; and David, an urban explorer. These people came together to solve this mystery, and they had their own personal reasons, which had to do with the fog. It was October in Northfield, and a chill had come in the autumn air. Every night a thick fog came, covering every path. But this time the fog was thicker than ever before. Amy had discovered from her previous research that there was something else within the fog, something that was beyond human understanding. She and her group set out on an investigation to find out the real reason behind this mysterious fog. Elizabeth, a renowned journalist, decided to cover this mystery for her magazine. Brad, a scientist, was curious to know what scientific reason could be behind this dense fog. For David, an urban explorer interested in old cities and their history, this was a great opportunity. But when they entered the dense forest of Northfield one evening, they did not know that their lives were about to change forever. As they went deeper within the forest, the fog started getting thicker. The icy cold wind was forcing their faces to bare. Amy's eyes suddenly started darting around in search of something. "This is not right. I feel a strange force here," David said curiously. "Have you ever experienced something like this?" Amy took a deep breath and said, "No, but this place feels very strange to me. It seems as if there was something else here, which is no longer there." Elizabeth said to David, "What have you heard about the history of this place?" "I think there are some deep secrets hidden in this forest," David said seriously. "This forest is very old, and there is a sign of some unusual energy in the soil here. People say that there used to be an old village here, but that village suddenly disappeared. No one knows what happened. Some people even say that strange sounds were heard there at night. And there is a legend about this fog. The fog only comes when a very big dangerous secret is about to be revealed." Brad ignored it and continued his research. But when they all reached an old ruin, something happened before their eyes, which stunned them all. A ghostly figure stood inside the ruin. Its face was unclear, but its eyes, black, deep and fierce, created fear and doubt in their hearts. As soon as they reached the figure signaled them to stop with a hand gesture without saying anything. Amy's breathing became faster. She knew that it could be a spirit, but it was not a normal ghostly spirit. It was someone else, and he had called them here for a special purpose. Suddenly, the ghostly figure said, "Why have you come? The thing you have come to know can take your life." Elizabeth said fearfully, "We just want to know why this fog comes." "What is this?" the figure said softly. "This fog is just a cover. Actually, it is the work of a cursed spirit, who punished his entire village. Now that spirit has returned to this city, and it will not spare anyone who finds it." Brad and Amy panicked upon hearing this, but David took a step forward and asked, "Is there any way we can stop it?" The figure bowed his head and said, "You have very little time now. To reach the roots of the fog, you have to first go to the ruins of that village. Every stone there is going to tell you about that spirit. If you don't do that, the fog will consume you." Now the team moved in a new direction. They had to solve this mystery, but many scary events were going to happen in this journey. The fog was not only a physical challenge, but it was also weakening them mentally. Scary sounds and strange events were with them at every turn. After a few days, the fog became even denser. Amy, Elizabeth, Brad, and David now realized that they wanted to defeat not only that spirit but also their own fear and mental limitations. This was a battle, not only against the spirit, but also against their own inner scary powers. Finally, he confronted that spirit, proving that the truth is always dangerous, but knowing it is the greatest courage.
Thank you,